Good morning, Nugget. You up yet? It's time to get going, buddy. We gotta get out there before it gets too warm out. Hit the trail, get our miles in. Alright, I'm gonna head down and get my coffee. You come down when you're ready, okay, buddy? I'll see you downstairs. There you are. We gotta get going, buddy. We gotta film Sundays with Nugget. And I need a nugget, so we gotta get going. You're lagging behind today, buddy. Let's go. Nug, what color harness you want to wear today? Yeah, let's go orange. That one's all cleaned up from last week. Let's get you geared up and loaded up and ready to go. Now you're awake today, buddy. We should have a good walk this morning before it gets too hot. Alright, we got y'all dialed in. Got your game face on. Maybe we'll see Bigfoot or something today, buddy. I got my Bigfoot t-shirt on. Might get lucky and run into him. Alright, buddy, let's get going. Good morning, y'all, and welcome back to Sundays with Nugget. We are on our way to the park. We're going to hit the trails today and get some exercise in and take y'all along for the ride. Looks like we're finally going to have some good weather. Last couple weeks we've dealt with rain, and they haven't been too fun of videos. So grab your cup of coffee, sit back, enjoy a morning with us. And hopefully the weather stays right. And, we're the only place on the internet that you can go from walking on the trail 1 minute to being in the laundry room with us the next. So let's go and have some fun. And we'll see y'all on the trail. Well, we are officially done with our walk. Had a few shots in there for y'all. We really didn't see much. Definitely didn't find Bigfoot today. I got excited. I've been searching for him for 49 years and still haven't found him. But didn't see too much as far as wildlife. I think we got there a little bit late today. We got to start getting there a little early. It is hot. It was hot and humid and buggy. And I was going to talk to y'all a little bit as we were going, and I got to thinking today's Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to all you dads out there, granddads, dog dads, every kind of dad. Happy Father's Day to y'all. And then I got sidetracked while we were on the trail because I started thinking about my daddy, and this is going to be my first Father's Day without him. He just passed. Some of y'all know and some of y'all don't. My dad passed away a couple months ago, and it's definitely been... I'm not going to say sad, but it's definitely been different without him. My mom died when I was young, And I was a different person back then. And now with Dad going, I'm older, and I'd like to say a little wiser. I don't know how much of that's true, but, you know, it just feels different. And those of y'all that lost your parents, you know. But one of the things that's bothered me, and I was thinking about it on the trail this morning, that's probably why I didn't talk so much, is just, you know, I kind of lost the person that knew me the best in this world, because I was the most like him. You know, my dad and I were a lot alike, and, you know, it's tough. I'm glad I got Nugget, though, Nugget and the rest of my family. But, you know, like, he was the most like me, and we were so like-minded that we argued a lot. We fought a lot, especially when I was young, and even some as we got older. But we were kind of the same person, and that's been the hard part. And he was my number one cheerleader with the business, y'all. I mean, honestly, he was, you know, was starting Nuggy Dog Co. He was my confidant, or whatever the word that I'm looking for wants to be there. You know, he honestly pushed me to really do it and, you know, jump into it. And it's the first time in a long time that he told me he was proud of me. And that's not that long ago, you know, before he passed away. But I don't want to make this video a somber one, but happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. We're heading back to the house. We're probably going to do a little clucking. I got a couple orders on the trail. I'd like to show y'all how I box up orders, and kind of talk about the business and what we do with, you know, why I started it. We could talk a little bit about Nugget. It's his gotcha day was this past Monday. And so we got some stuff to talk about. Stick around, and we'll see where this thing goes. But I promise we're not going to end up in the laundry room today. Hey, there he is. Ooh. You relaxing, buddy? You relaxing? Now let's get you cleaned up. And we got a couple orders to pack. And we'll go out and play for a little bit. How's that sound? Sound good? Oh, you look wore out. It is warm out there today. We got to start going a little bit earlier. All right, let's get you cleaned up, buddy. Come on, old man. It's time for your mini groom. Time for your mini groom. Well, you are moving like you're 100 years old. Y'all, he goes at his own pace. It's actually funny, though. I enjoy it. All right, buddy. Got your ears clean, teeth brushed. Now it's time for fluffy foam. You got picked up a little bit of stuff on the trail, so we're going to get you foamed up. Y'all, this is our fluffy foam. This is actually the product that we launched with. The chicken gets all the recognition, the Camp Clucker, but our grooming products are basically what I originally was launched the company with. And this is one of our favorites. We use it about once a week. It's a waterless wash. It's got a light scent of coconut. You don't really want to have stuff on your animals that I personally believe in, you know, keeping them so, you know, they're able to keep their senses, and you don't have overpowering colognes and stuff like that on them. This is a good one. You guys can see. I'll go through and I'll foam them up. A little bit up there, a little bit down here. He's actually a really good candidate to do this stuff with. And I get them all foamed up. And then I'll scrub it in. It smells really good. Like I say, a light coconut. I don't really get into his ears with it. Even when you're bathing your dog's ears and eyes, you should watch out for him. I clean his ears with a product. It's not one of ours. It's from the vet. He gets really bad ear infections, and I have to clean his ears each and every day. But go around the pup like this, get it all scrubbed in. Actually keeps their coats really soft too. No harsh chemicals. This is all natural. And get them in there, let it sit for a few minutes, and hopefully your pup's like him and hangs out like that. A lot of people ask, why do I do this in the back of the truck? Do his grooms, except for brushing. I do everything back here. And I specifically have this vehicle because the door opens like this. And I can do this in the back of it because it keeps him contained. He's there, he's relaxed after going to the park, and it works for me. It might not work for you guys. You might have a room at your house that you do your grooming in and stuff like that, but this is where I do it. And oh, look how happy he is. There's a selling point. This is probably one of my favorite products, the most used product around our house. I did a blog about it this week, and our newsletter is our Nuggy towel. It is a premium microfiber towel that I'm very picky even about my vehicles. If you can see the wax on here, I'll take the wax off the car with it. That's how good these are. These things are all over my house. We use them each and every day, and I just love them. Even at my brother's house, he's got them laying all around. I don't know how he got them all. I think when he comes here, he takes a few off the shelf from the shipping room there and takes them home with him. Doesn't account for them in the system, but I don't mind. But yeah, if y'all are looking for a good waterless wash, we love ours. Put a lot of thought into it, and it works great. Like I say, he smells light coconut, and it's not overpowering. And it gets all the top line stuff. Now, he does go to the groomers once a month. So, he's well taken care of. Some would even say borderline spoiled. I don't think so. But he is well taken care of. And that's our fluffy foam, y'all. We sell a lot of it. Not as many as the chickens. But just because it works. Like I told y'all a couple weeks ago or last week, whenever it is, I'm trying to get better at this YouTube thing because my mind just goes all around each and every day. But, we don't sell anything that doesn't work. He actually feels so completely soft. And he's good for the day. I'll brush him out a little while later after he dries up. And then he's good. He'll be good for a few days like that. I also hit him with a couple shots of our cologne. Nugget prefers our signature scent, which is a citrusy scent, and we sell the most of the scent that he wears. I've got a couple other ones, but if y'all are interested, check us out, nuggydogco.com. They are the sponsors of the video for this big channel. We sponsor our own project, but hopefully you get some insights of what we do to keep him clean and comfortable and stuff like that. All right, you relax for a minute, buddy. I'll get these packages ready to go, and we'll go outside and play for a little bit. Sound good? Yeah, I think so. All right, y'all, the first step we do here, just about every day, come back, check for orders after we're done walking. And today we have a few. I'll print out the slips, package them up over in the shipping area, and it's just nice. It's nice to have something like this where, are we big? Not by any means. We sell a lot of stuff, but I built something that worked around my life. I work full-time, 5 days a week, and it literally goes along with my schedule of how I operate with him and do content and stuff like that, and the business just works. But this business wasn't all, I didn't set out with a business plan and everything like that, not by a long shot. I just wanted to do something that people loved, and it's working. It's so far so good, and it's working, and that's, I guess, the point that I want to put out there to y'all. If y'all believe in something, don't always Siri, stop. Now she's not listening today. Got music on in the background. Yeah, but I wanted to do something that revolved around my day and his day, but also too that we're actually providing something that people find value in and get use for. And let me fix this address on here, and I'll tell you more while we're packing up the stuff. All right, now we're over in the little shipping area in the basement here. As I was saying earlier, the business for me is always about the customers. For those of y'all that want to start a business, You got Jasper over here. She's checking the stuff here. I don't know if you can see him from way up there. He's down here checking the stuff. He checks every one of these, and we check them before we even send them out. That's another benefit is being here. I can quality control as we go. But for those of y'all that want to start a business or e-commerce business like this, because I know a bunch of y'all that follow Ask Business Questions. A lot of y'all follow You Ask Trail Questions. A lot of y'all follow You Ask Nugget Questions. Those of y'all that are doing an e-commerce business, here's my biggest thing for y'all is take care of the customer. Their customer experience from the time they land on your website to the time they get the package has to be good. There's competition everywhere, and one of the things that separates us from them is how I box everything with the orange paper. Everybody's, they don't know this, but they'll know after this video. Everybody's box, I make sure I throw in a free gift. Lately, I've been throwing in the trail bowl for drinking water on the trails. We also have some cookies that we throw in from a friend of ours business, Poffick Sweets. She's out of Virginia. I'll give her a huge shout out like I did Diana the other day. Jasper, a little bit of a long story, but Jasper was getting sick from getting ear infections, like I said in the car a little bit ago. He was getting ear infections really, really, really bad, and those go in there too. And we couldn't figure out what it was. Ear infections, and then he was getting bladder infections. I said, this has to stop. So the veterinarian and I went on this course of trying to figure out what exactly was oh, I almost am sitting here talking to you. I almost forgot. She's got a couple more items in there. 1 second. She ordered some AirTag holders. That would have been screwed up. She ordered some AirTag holders. So she ordered one of our AirTag holders. I'm sending her 3. That's just how we do stuff here. But anyhow, he got ear infections, really, really bad, and bladder infections, and figured out that it was his food. He real high quality food. I'm not going to name the brand. But these food companies, they go on, everything's rated for nutrients, how much nutrients he's going to get, how much nutrients he's going to get. And Jasper, we go to the trails every day, and he plays every day, but he is not, he's a working dog per se, that he's down here running the operations. But his body wasn't processing it. So one of the things that we did was, after further investigation, I started making the majority of his food. He still gets a quarter cup of the food that he uses, but I make the rest of the food. He eats boiled chicken, brown rice, fresh strawberries, fresh carrots chopped, and blueberries each and every day, and that slowed that down. But one of the problems that I ran into, and why I get to Poffick Sweet Treats, is she makes all natural treats, and literally he's been eating their treats for, God, probably going on about almost 3 years now, 2.5, 3 years, that we've had her nothing but her treats, and it's made all the difference in the world because she's using good raw ingredients, and trust me when I tell you all this. It matters what you feed your dog, and that's why I include a package of her treats in every one of our boxes that we send out, because they're that good, and nutrition's such an important thing for your animals. That was like probably 3 segments in one. You had boxing and how you should package your stuff, the customer experience, and the nutrition of an animal. That's just the way my brain works. I apologize if I get on these tangents, y'all, but it's something that I'm really passionate about. We're going to go out back now and let him do a little playing. And then I want to tell you about a customer that we had last night that was messaging me, and a customer that now I consider a dear friend. share that experience with you while he's playing. See that, y'all? You didn't remind me as I was standing here running my mouth that I had the box upside down. And with my OCD, the box has to be right. And back to the e-commerce stuff, if y'all are going to do it, create the customer service experience that you want to have, that you'll be memorable for the customer, because they're going to send you so much business and be so happy that they're part of your community, that you take the time to package stuff up like this. Trust me, I'm a consumer too. I get a lot of packages from a lot of companies, and none of them, including, I ordered some polo shirts the other day and from Ralph Lauren, and I'm not bashing them. I got a whole closet full of polos that I wear for my day job. That literally the box came. It was a box, and nowhere near what we do here as far as packaging or anything like that. Obviously, they've been around a long time, but I'm all about making a customer experience right. And I think that's important. I mean, in the long haul, I think it's really, really important to, show that you care. These people chose to spend money with you, and I want to take care of them. I mean, that's the most important part, because they're going to talk about us. They're going to tell people about us. They're going to leave us reviews. They're going to leave us comments. This whole business has been built off of his, not mine, obviously, his social media following. But there was the purpose behind building the entire brand, and we're going to talk about that in a customer / friend here in about 5 minutes when we get outside. I'm going to get this thing. I got one more of these to do for right now, and then we're going to do some clucking in the backyard and talk a little more. All right, buddy. You ready to do some clucking? Oh, there he goes. Where'd you go? This is what we do every day. There he goes. Just loving on the clucker. Come on. He just loves this thing, y'all. Absolutely loves it. Every day after the park, this is what we do. Some might say this is a boring life or whatever, but this is our mornings. He's still sitting there clucking on the thing and enjoying it. And brings me to the point of what our customer said last night. Let me walk over here and sit down and tell you the story about her and that. So yeah, last night I got a message, like I say, from a customer of ours / she's become just a really, really, really good friend. And she was messaging back and forth. She sent me a bunch of pictures she goes to their local dog park with her dogs, and she takes camp cluckers there to give to the dogs. She gave one a couple weeks ago to a early retired service dog named Ranger, and literally he was so excited to get a toy like that, and just phenomenal stories. And she goes to the park and takes cluckers for the dogs that are there, and they had a party this weekend, and I just thought it was amazing. And I started thinking that this is what this whole thing is about, not just the business, but the content. How it's evolved over time was those of you that follow us on Instagram, you've followed us long enough to know my whole point to doing any of this is to make sure and kind of motivate people to take better care of their dogs. It's never been about making a dollar. It's never been about, how big my business could be. Y'all see what I do. I do it in the basement. It's always been about the animals. And And without pushing people to say, hey, walk your damn dog or brush your damn dog, and not being rude to them, trying to motivate him through showing Jasper and the life that he has, and the things that evolved over time for me as a dog owner, from all the different dogs that I've had, have taught me this is how you do this is how you clean ears. I didn't read a book. I didn't, I just did it off of repetition and learning as I go. And now that's a benefit for Jasper, but I wanted to have other dogs out there. I want to motivate people that, they see us walking the trails, they see us playing in the yard, they see us grooming. And that's been the whole point behind all of this. And I said all that to say that the community that we have and the people that we have, like Kathy, our dear friend, hopefully you're watching, Kathy, we love you. That's what this is all about. The whole thing's always been about motivating people to take better care of their animals. And I think we're off to a great start of doing that. And God, I'm having fun doing it too. I'm having fun, building this business and learning new stuff each and every day. And everybody says, what do you want to do something like that in your house for? Well, anybody that asks a question like that, they don't understand what it's like sitting in Atlanta traffic the way that I have for the past 25 years, driving back and forth to work. It's somebody orders something, I'll get several orders today. I can go right downstairs in my basement and pack them up. Is it glamorous? No, not really. Do I have a big fancy building and a fancy office? No, I'm in my basement doing it. But I know we've got quality products that we're shipping out of here, tested by the Nugget himself, and we're making dogs happy and their owners happy all around the country. And hopefully sooner or later, I can get the shipping thing figured out. We can send around the world. I'm working on that, but it's baby steps each and every day. Those of y'all that want to start a business, it can be done. I didn't learn all this over, through one night. And I guess that's what we can do on this channel, is motivate y'all to do something. Get away from that 9 to 5 or whatever shift that y'all work, and build something meaningful and value. And is it for everybody to be an entrepreneur? Probably not. I mean, it's a grind. But for those people that want to do something, and I mean, look at me, I'm smiling. I mean, I just got done walking 4 miles, 5 miles. I'm sweating, hanging out with y'all and hanging out with the dog, packing orders. And is it glamorous? Like I said earlier, no, but it's the things that make me happy, and that's the thing that matters most. So do what makes you happy. If you took anything away from this video, that's my message to you. We got a few more things to do today. I'm going to pick up the yard, and we'll still bring you along for the journey. I don't want to make this too long. That half-hour video, there wasn't that many people watched it, and we're trying to get the numbers up. We're trying to build a community, and we want YouTube to keep our numbers going, and hopefully y'all are liking this stuff and sharing us. That's all I ask. I don't ask for much more. I want to get that silver play button. This isn't about me making an income from this channel. This is about getting that silver play button. I want to hang it on the wall next to one of Nugget's pictures and prove to everybody, like, you don't need all these fancy edits and music and everything, and a fat guy with a good-looking dog can get one of those play buttons. And y'all could think that's funny, but I'm a competitor. I'd love to see that thing hanging on my wall. Once I figured out that you could actually get something like that, I said, yeah, let's try to get one of those. So help us out, share us, follow, do whatever else all the other YouTubers ask. I don't want to be that guy, but I want that damn button on my wall. What you doing, bud? You're sitting at your house. We're not even taking pictures, and you're hanging out, huh? Hanging out. Say hi to everybody. Say, hey, y'all. What's going on? All right, y'all. We appreciate y'all coming along with us today. Hope you enjoyed this one. Like I say, there's no script, no rhyme or reason why we do the things that we do. We're not chasing the algorithm. We're just a guy and his dog out here having a little bit of fun, and talking about what's going on in our lives, and sharing that with y'all. And I hope y'all enjoy that. Truthfully, honestly, we're just here having fun and hanging out. We're going to close this one out today. We hope y'all have a really happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. And hope y'all have an amazing week. And as you know, always remember, the Nugget loves you. Say goodbye, buddy. Say goodbye. We love y'all. Hope y'all have a great week. We'll see you next week.